Hectic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is the fastest growing artist in Mzansi. That has to offer, of course, his single Higher is, of course, living up to its name on the local charts. The man has been put on top of his game. The man is taking new heights in the music industry. I am talking about Ameen Harron. How you doing, sir? Can everyone just give him a word of applause, yeah? How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you doing?
You guys, I am the trillest right now, to be very honest with you. Now,
I see what you did there.
You see what I did? Now, of course, let's talk about your performance a bit earlier. Thank you for the performance. Only you. Absolutely amazing.
I had a lot of fun.
We actually saw your fun. But talking about your music in career, actually, you actually found this love for music at a very young age. I want to know, at what point did you decide in your life that, you know what, I'm going to take music professionally?
I kind of always knew that I wanted to take music professionally, but after high school, it was just different.
After high school,
Yeah.
what was the big thing? What was the big woo-ha in high school?
The fact that I was selling music in high school.
You were selling music in high
Yeah, I
school?
was selling beats in high school, so.
Yo, okay, so you're selling beats?
Yeah, I started out doing production. I still do production, so yeah, that's basically where it all happened.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Now, I mean, talking about your music career, we're talking about the single Higher, which I mentioned very earlier, is climbing the local charts. Congratulations on that. I want to know, actually, what inspired the concept of Higher?
What inspired the concept? Just progress.
Yeah.
Progress and high energy. Like the first song that I did actually a few years ago, Peter Parker Swag. It had a good run on air. Had quite a lot of airplay as well, and a lot of good response. But I wanted to try something different this time with my album coming up, and like newer energies, higher energies. Yeah, so this track was just taking it to a different level.
That it absolutely did. Now, we were actually talking earlier, and you mentioned something about a project that you had done early prior. You know, speaking about, of course, the consistency and being, consistent on what you do. But you mentioned a bit earlier that you were working on a music video, I believe, and it had some gentleman cast on your vest in it.
Oh yeah. No, we were just talking about how important persistence is to actually go forward with music. Like, things only happen after failure. Like, you need to know how to fail before you can win.
Yes.
And like, I've seen Casper like go from somebody like literally chilling at the back of one of my music videos to being the biggest artist at the moment in SA, and I'm so proud of him.
Yes, of course. That's absolutely amazing, being actually persistent in your doings. But we are actually talking about hot locations in Mzansi, places that people would like to go and visit in Mzansi. We want to know, what place would you like to visit this summer?
What place I would like to visit this summer? I don't know if it's in SA.
You would like?
I'm not so sure it's in
You're
South
not
Africa.
too sure. Okay, what place would everyone in the world just find Ameen at? Place that he enjoys?
The studio.
Of course, chilling in the studio. We see you, sir. But I mean, Nayanda has mentioned, of course, that 2015 is sadly coming to an end. But we would like to know, what does Ameen have planned for the festive season, the months to come? I mean, you were actually hinting on an album?
Yeah, the festive season, my birthday.
When is your birthday exactly?
December 15th.
December 15th.
That always turns out somehow to be extremely stupid. Otherwise, early next year, my album's dropping, Masks, be in stores soon. Stay tuned on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, usual social media link-ups. Yeah.
All right, cool, nice. Now, in this album, I mean, you were talking about being persistent and constant. Is there a time where you actually felt like you stepped out of your comfort zone and, you know, went in key with the hashtag #YesVemba?
What's a comfort zone?
Comfort zone is, you know, I'm very good at... Okay, go for it, though.
No, it's a rhetorical question.
Oh, that was a rhetorical question. Well, please answer the rhetorical question then, sir. What is it that you did in your album that made you step out of your comfort zone?
I don't have a comfort zone.
So you just versatile?
No, I just kind of like exploring things. So
okay.
Like, my album has certain sounds that kind of link everything together, but there is no particular genre that is consistent through the album.
All right, cool. Well, we'll definitely be expecting your album next year, early, you say, eh? Thank you so much for joining us here at HN9. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, though, we need to go for a quick commercial break.
Hectic.